These 47 men are Japan's greatest heroes. Except, legally, they were criminals. Here's the story. In 1701, their lord got humiliated by a nobleman, drew his sword inside the castle, forbidden, and was ordered to kill himself. His samurai lost everything, masterless, disgraced, furious. So they waited, almost 2 years. Then one snowy night, they stormed the nobleman's mansion in Edo and took his head to their lord's grave. Revenge complete. But here's the twist. They didn't run. They turned themselves in. And the shogunate, torn between the law and honor, let them die like samurai instead of criminals. That's not just revenge. That's loyalty carved in stone. What if your queen ruled for decades and almost no one ever saw her face? That's Himiko, 3rd century Japan, queen of a place called Yamatai. She supposedly ruled through magic, living in near total seclusion, letting only her brother speak for her to the outside world. Here's the wild part. We barely know her from Japanese sources at all. It's Chinese chronicles that recorded her emissaries crossing the sea, even a golden seal sent back from the Wei court. Then she dies, and everything falls apart. War breaks out, blood everywhere, until, get this, a 13-year-old girl takes the throne and somehow ends it. So, would you have ever seen her face? In 604, a Japanese prince tried something no one saw coming, changing an entire nation with a single idea. Back then, Japan was falling apart. Powerful clans were assassinating rivals, fighting over the throne, honestly acting like the state didn't exist. So Prince Shotoku set down 17 principles, not quite laws, more like rules for not tearing each other apart. Value harmony, he said. Respect Buddhism. Serve the nation, not your own family. Telling warlords to just get along? Sounds impossible, right? But it worked. His vision outlived him by centuries, and it all started with one bold idea. He was Japan's greatest war hero, and his own brother wanted him dead. Minamoto no Yoshitsune won the Genpei War practically by himself. Brilliant ambushes, impossible cliffside charges, one crushing defeat after another for the Taira clan. He handed his brother Yoritomo an entire shogunate. And Yoritomo's thank you? Jealousy, fear, an arrest warrant. Suddenly, Japan's greatest hero was an outlaw, hunted province to province with nowhere safe left to go. It ended in a burning fortress, cornered, no way out. According to tradition, he took his own life rather than be captured. Win the war, lose your brother. That's the price genius paid in Kamakura, Japan. Japan almost didn't survive the 1200s. Kublai Khan sent the biggest invasion fleet the world had ever seen. Twice. Samurai swords against Mongol gunpowder and iron formations? Not a fair fight. Honestly, Japan should have lost. But both times, massive typhoons slammed into the fleets and wiped them out before they could finish the job. Afterward, people called those storms kamikaze, divine wind. And that idea, that Japan was somehow protected, it stuck for centuries. 2 storms. One nation convinced the gods had its back. One guy's betrayal ended a war before lunch. Seriously. October 1600, foggy morning, 2 huge samurai armies staring each other down at Sekigahara. Tokugawa Ieyasu's outnumbered, boxed in. Things look grim, but he's got a card up his sleeve. A rival general who'd secretly promised to switch sides. For hours, that guy just sits there, frozen. Then Ieyasu loses patience, opens fire on his own ally to force the issue. It works. The traitor flips, the enemy collapses, and Japan gets a new ruler by sundown. Okay, so, 15 years after his big win at Sekigahara, Ieyasu still had one problem left. One kid, Hideyoshi's son, holed up in Osaka Castle, the strongest fortress in Japan. So Ieyasu laid siege, twice, bombarding it with cannons, tricking the defenders into filling in their own moat, then finishing the job in 1615. The castle burned, the heir died, and the Toyotomi name ended with him. And just like that, Japan finally stopped fighting itself.